All right, what's up, gang? Hopefully you can hear me okay. So, um, I wanted to shoot this video and talk about just the importance of spending time on the ground. On the ground. Um, it's one of the most common places that we tend to stop visiting as we get older. We stop going to, we stop getting up and down off of the ground. It's a lost art. And it's actually one of the main reasons why, as we get older, falling and having accidents are so detrimental because of our lack of confidence, lack of stability, strength, and so on. To brace ourselves, to guard ourselves, to get back up from the ground if we do fall, and so on. So, I wanted to do a quick video on the importance of getting down on the ground. B, just talk about some of the other things that you're going to get from this as well. One of the biggest things, I'll just dive into one solid one. One of the biggest things that I got and that I've received so far just from doing this work has been, sorry about the train, a total revamp of my knees, my hips, my ankles. So if you're having knee issues, you're having ankle issues, hip issues, of course, consult with your doctor first. But a lot of times what can happen is just the fact that we're not using it, we lose it, right? So it's that much more painful initially to get up and down off of the ground. So these different positions I'm going to show you are going to essentially allow you to, over time, as long as you're consistent with it, get back to moving with a whole lot less pain, to squatting better, to walking better, to moving better, to hinging better, and so on. Okay, so grab your yoga mat. What I tend to recommend is for every 30 minutes, if you're spending 30 minutes, an hour sitting on the couch or a chair, just kind of just kind of like either in this position where we're leaning back in a chair, or again, just not activating or using the glutes at all. Try to double that on the ground, or at least meet it. So if you've been sitting for 5 hours, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but eventually work your way up to the point where you are you're spending that much time on the ground every day. So for me, what I like to do is, if I'm sitting down watching a movie with the missus or watching a TV show, I'm not allowed on the couch. I'm sitting down on the ground. I've got my yoga mat, got my yoga block, and we're going to work. So the first position here is just a regular seiza position. So last year I tore my meniscus in my left knee, and after doing this I could not do this. This was about as far back as I could go. I could barely flex, but no surgery, just continuing to stretch, mobilize, and revisit these positions. So this is the first spot first position I like to start in. If you feel like that's a little too advanced for you right now, what you can do is you can take a yoga block in between the heels and just kind of hang out right here. Okay, the goal is to try to live here as much as possible. Okay, where the chest is nice and high and the head is up. Now we can't live here or stay here forever, so a good place to kind of roll into from this position. The name is irrelevant, but Cowboy Cowgirl. What you're doing is you're going to take one leg out and you're just going to kind of hang out here while you're watching TV, or again, just relaxing on the floor with your dog or your kids, grandchildren, whatever. Spend some time there. When it's time to switch, go ahead and switch. Same exact thing. Just kind of hanging out, right? And then from here, what you can do is you can go into this, just like a squat position on the balls of your feet. If your body will allow you, you can take it to the next level and just go to this position here where we're sitting with the heels down as long as you can. Remember, there should be zero pain, zero discomfort here, okay? And then from here, what I like to do is find like a nice crossed leg position. So whether it's here, right, spending some time opening up those hips, switching sides. Same thing, again, all just two birds, one stone here. So if you've got something that you do at the end of the night, or like if you're on your phone, right, on social media, whatever, set up a trigger so it's like I'm not allowed on my couch, I'm on the ground, okay? So this is the next position here. Again, try to keep my heart up nice and high, all right? From here, another position. These are all positions that I'm rotating through, and I would encourage you to rotate through as well. while you're doing something else. So from there, we can just kind of go in this 3-point stance. And by the way, play around with the hips while you're here. Drive them out to the side, out to the other side. And we're going to switch. Boom, same exact thing. Back and forth. And then we're going to go right from the top. Start over. That's literally it. So all you're doing is you're just rotating through those positions, holding them for as long as you can. And if you want, you can kind of gamify it as well, where, you know, see how long you can go needing to use a block. There are other things called seiza. This position here is called seiza. And we're sitting here, all right, it's kind of hanging out. They have what are called seiza chairs, which are little mini chairs that makes it a lot easier. You can modify it so you can work your way up to butt to heels, or again, just grab a yoga block, 20 bucks, 15 bucks on Amazon. So hope that helps. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think.